Welcome back to this video. Today I'm going to be making an update on my prediction for Ethereum, and I do have some surprises for you. I mean, everything seems good, everything so far is 100% accurate, but there's been some things that will have been rather unexpected. So let's get on with this and let's begin. And before I begin, I always have to say this, guys, so bear with me. None of this is financial advice, right? This is just me, my predictions on my charts. Now, having said that, let's see how the chart develops with each day that I have marked with these circles. So the first day is May 15 or 16, which I was predicting an uptrend, right? Also notice that there's a yellow circle on May 15 as well, meaning that May 15 could be either very volatile, leading to an uptrend, or could be also a very rangish day, something like that, not much activity, but also could be a very slight uptrend, right? Okay, so this is where May 15 begin, right here. This is where the day begins, and we can see immediately that there's this uptrend, clear uptrend forming right here within the first like 6 hours of the day, something like that. Then we arrive to a range where there's not much activity. In fact, it's kind of downtrendy. Let's make some zoom so you can see clearly what's going on. There's the range that I was talking about. Not a lot of activity. Finally, there seems to be some slowing down of the price, right? There's not much activity on the buy signals, so there's that. But finally, this activity finally ends right before we begin the day, which is May 16. So the prediction for the uptrend happened on May 15, exactly as I predicted. It did not occur, notice, on May 16, I mean, because you can see that it just went downhill from that. It recovered on the first hours of May 17, which also, notice, this was also programmed in my chart prediction. I said that there will be an uptrend by May 17 or 18, and there could be also very volatile or could be also very rangish, meaning that there's not a lot of activity. In this case, we got a very volatile day, extremely volatile, as you can see. This is a massive jump, almost an entire $1,000, a massive jump right here. Stabilization right here, you can see the stabilization, and again another higher high by May 17 in the first like 9 hours. I mean, this is amazing. This is such a big jump right here. And notice, this is literally just starting the day. I mean, within the first hour or something like that. Incredibly amazing. As you can see, the trend continues going uptrend. Clearly, there's not much volatility as the beginning hours, but nonetheless, the trend continues. And finally, the day ends on a higher high. Like I said, we have another resistance right here. This is the resistance that formed on these days on May 17. Now, what happens on May 18, right? Again, the prediction already fulfilled itself on May 17, but we also have to analyze what happens on May 18. So we also can arrive to the next trend, which is this yellow circle right here, which is a yellow circle on May 19 or 20. So May 18, we can see that there's the slowdown that was happening on the final hours of May 17 also continues in the first hours of May 18, leading up to this peak. Again, not really that high as the previous one, but we can see a resistance clearly forming in this area right here. Now, what happens after that? Now we can see that it slowly comes back down. There's a correction right here, very slowly, but also very consistent. You can see these red candles, a lot of them in a straight row. I mean, a lot of them in consecutive order. So you can see clearly that the slowdown and the correction is forming right here. So you can see this one, very rangish too in some areas. not a lot of volatility. So this yellow circle also comes right on the spot. Then we also see a big jump by the final hours of May 19. So again, some volatility right here. And previously, from the day it began to the day where the price ended, it's very similar. So we can technically say this was a range with some volatility and some slowdowns in the first, like the middle of the day, something like that. Now finally, we arrived to May 20. Again, the circle already fulfilled itself. But also notice that the circle means that there's going to be either volatility or range. We already saw that May 19 counts like a range because the price arrived to where a similar position to where it started. But notice on May 20, I mean, look at this. Look at this massive jump right here. This is amazing. This is incredibly amazing. So much volatility on Ethereum. Incredible volatility. You can see this right here. May 20 start right here. Not a lot of activity in the first hours. In the first 8 hours, something like that, 9, 10 hours. But then we can see an uptrend started to form. At first, it doesn't seem that particular, right? It's not some surprise or anything. It's very slow. But then look at this green candle right here. It's a massive green candle. I mean, the biggest so far in the entire month of May. This is incredible. And you can see it only leads to more green candles. And 3-1, the 3 soldiers, consecutive order. We reach finally a very new and very higher high. Incredibly amazing. After that, we can see there's some slowdowns in the price. I mean, look at the RSI. Look at this. This is amazing. This is incredibly amazing. This is not a joke. I mean, lot of people made some money right here. And you can see, like I said, some slowdown, some range starting to form in these hours leading up to the final hours of May 20. Now, what happens on this red circle that I have? I predicted that there will be a downtrend by May 21 or May 21 or May 22. So, what happens on May 21? It's basically there's an uptrend. So this circle doesn't fulfill on May 21. We'll have to see tomorrow, which is the day of the releasing of this video. Today is 21 of May, so I am recording this now. But tomorrow we'll see. I expect this circle to fulfill itself. There's some very clear signals coming, as you can see. Okay, so I was saying, May 21 was not a downtrend. In fact, it was an uptrend. It continued to establish a new higher high, slightly higher than the previous one. More range, more inactivity in these days. The middle hours of May 21. Another dip, yet again, another returning to this previous higher high, returning to this small resistance that we have here so far. And basically the price stays in this level, basically. So far so good, right? So we'll have to see what happens tomorrow, which I predict there will be a downtrend, because you can clearly see the signs starting to form. I mean, there's some, the price is not really moving much. There's not much buying activity. Green candles are very scarce. They're not very strong either. So we can see clearly that there's coming, a correction is coming, right? There's going to be a dip soon. And also take in mind that also a circle on May 24 also is signaling a downtrend, basically. Now, finally, on these days, I'm expecting to see another big jump. Probably we're going to reach beyond, a little beyond above 4K, something like that, by these days, by May 25 or 26, especially 26, because this yellow circle could mean there will be a lot of volatility, but also could mean that there will be a volatility on the downtrend, because the next circle after that is a downtrend, it's a red circle. So this means that this yellow circle could also mean there's going to be some volatility after that, after the big the uptrend that I'm expecting on these days. So finally, we'll have to see how the month ends, which I expect to see some volatility or range by the end of the month, but on a downtrendy fashion, especially very downtrendy, because we can see May 21 or May 20 or May 30. Finally, literally the last days of the month. So anyways, guys, I don't want to make this video any longer. I think I already kind of went over the line with this. Want to remind you all that you can subscribe, like and share this video, and comment when you think of this, and I'll be seeing you guys next time. Take care.